Simmons, 5'9", 16 years old. He's boxing for 4 years from Glenville High School here in Cleveland against Charlie Lehner. He's a 18-year-old, 5'9". He's been boxing for 3 years. He's a high school senior who wants to be in the Marine Corps after high school. Round 1 underway. Again, part of this brown and orange boxing classic. Cleveland fighters, of course, in the orange trunks. Pittsburgh fighters in the yellow trunks.
Both are conventional style fighters, so you won't see either one trying to throw the other one off with their style. They're going to come right at each other.
And Simmons landing some big shots, apparently hurting Lehner as he's moving him back as well.
Yeah, Lehner had to go back against the ropes there to get his composure, but he's fighting back. But Brett Simmons is not only scoring points, but he's chopping down his opponent quickly here in the first round.
He's working the body effectively. Nice left and right hooks to both the body and the head, and another right hand to the body lands for Simmons.
You can hear those punches from our broadcast table.
Left hook lands inside for Simmons. Going to get warned by the referee for shoving Lehner after that exchange.
Brett Simmons is a very patient fighter. You can tell when he's in the middle of the ring, he's not throwing wild shots or a lot of shots in a period of time. He's waiting and sort of stalking his opponent to get the right shot in.
The power is definitely affecting Lehner. As Lehner had Simmons up against the rope, Simmons countered him with a nice shot, and immediately Lehner stepped back and let Brett Simmons off the ropes. Left hook lands upstairs for Simmons. Nice shot, and again, just landing at will is Brett Simmons. He's having his way in the early going of this fight.
Brett Simmons is the 2002 Maris Cup champion. It was a national amateur tournament that was held in Washington, D.C. Favorite fighter is Floyd Mayweather.
Lehner trying to work the jab at the end of that round, but a round that's clearly in the favor of Brett Simmons. So what we're going to do is take a step back, tune into the corner, and then we'll get more fight action here from Cleveland Brown Stadium on Sports Time, Ohio.
Is more water? Deep breath out, sir. Take deep breath. Just relax. Side to side. When you decide to fight. When you get in tight, you got to shorten the punch too wide on the inside. You need to beat you to the punch.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Use your speed.
It's a good fight.
You faster than it. Good body shot, good head shot. Take your time.
Take your time with your W jab combination. Take your pot, kind of relax.
Down the middle of it, he's throwing hooks.
Stop trying like a gal.
No, find that left hook.
These guys get paid, these judges and stuff, as a volunteer.
10-second bell sounds. Round number 2 ready to get underway.
Charlie Lehner has some catch-up ball to play here in round number 2. Brett Simmons thoroughly dominated the first round.
Simmons going to start this round with the jab, and Lehner lands a nice left hook upstairs.
Simmons' punches are very clean. He's a very crisp fighter, very disciplined. These guys are hitting very hard for 135-pound fighters.
Here's Brett Simmons is really concentrating on landing hooks to the body, trying to wear down Charlie Lehner as well.
Charlie Lehner's landed a few more clean shots than he hasn't than compared to round 1, but I don't think it's going to make much difference as of right now in the judges' scores. Brett Simmons is dominating this round as well. And if you notice, he just snapped Charlie Lehner's head back with a jab.
Simmons doing a nice job to stay out of Lehner's power punches as well. Moving effectively, showing great hand and foot speed. Counter left hook lands for Simmons. Now Lehner has Simmons up against the ropes. Let's see what he does. Kind of backs off and lets Simmons off those ropes, so lets him go again. Second straight round he's done that, George.
It almost looks like Lehner's pushing him against the ropes to get a few seconds of a breather versus trying to wear his opponent down. And Brett Simmons is seeing that. All he has to do is hit him with a couple body shots, and they're back in the middle of the ring.
Left hook lands upstairs for Simmons. Lehner took it well. So at the end of round 2, one more round to go in a fight that Brett Simmons is clearly ahead on.
All Brett Simmons has to do is be cautious this round. Don't get too confident, score a lot of points, but don't put yourself in harm's way. He's got this fight won.
So we'll be back with more fight action here on Sports Time Ohio from Cleveland Browns Stadium right after this.
Terminator Promotions presents Thursday Night at the Fight.
You block it, you gotta work. Just don't block, you gotta get all the pain. He go back, keep him going back and throw punches, all right? I'm telling you, he getting tired, you keep relaxing him and blocking and stuff. Don't block, just keep getting off.
When you block that jab, you block that jab.
Jab and work.
Round 3 ready to start here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. George, Brett Simmons from Glenville High School fights out of Salvation Army Boxing Academy, or excuse me, Martin Luther King Civic Center, I believe, with Renard Saffo. Charlie Lehner from Pittsburgh. High school senior, has been boxing for 3 years, and for the most part, even though Simmons has been in control, this is a pretty evenly matched fight.
Very evenly matched fight as far as ring experience, titles they've held, styles they've had. They're both 5'9". They're only a pound or 2 difference in weight. It's not a mismatched fight. It's just Brett Simmons is dominating it.
Right hand upstairs lands for Simmons, and he's trying to end this fight with one punch right now, George. Right hook to the body, followed by left hook upstairs, lands for Simmons, and the referee again is going to warn Simmons for pushing when the two men get close and tied up.
That's the second warning that Brett Simmons has received for pushing. Could cost him a penalty next time.
Left
You
hook
can hear.
Excuse me, George. Left hook lands upstairs for Simmons, but Lehner's showing a lot of heart. He's not giving up, and he continues to throw a lot of punches, especially in this third and final round. He knows he's behind, and he's throwing more punches right now.
Lehner is throwing a lot of punches. He's having a good round. Arguably, he could win this round. And you can hear Brett Simmons' corner telling him, keep working, so he doesn't get a little lazy in this round and could cost him a knockout.
Short uppercut lands upstairs for Simmons. Right cross lands as well for Simmons. And round 3 comes to a close, and that's going to do it for this fight. Very entertaining fight as both fighters go to the other's corners to show the respect out of the trainers, and that's a part of one thing you see a lot in amateur boxing is the guys going to the other corners and shaking the hands of the opposing trainers just to show their respect for the other fighters.
Amateur boxing has a lot of discipline to it, a lot of class to amateur boxing. A lot of the officials here are volunteers. They're doing it for the love of the sweet science, and they want to see kids excel in the sport. And it's a good thing for boxing to have people that care, people that teach these kids right from wrong, show them things that when their boxing career is over, they make good people in life. And that's what's really important.
So we'll have more fight action, and we'll get the official decision on this fight when we come back here on Sports Time Ohio, live from Cleveland Browns Stadium.
Winning is about commitment. It's about going.
Welcome back, and now with the standing by to announce the winner, Bob Dobies.